Hello and welcome. In this video we're going to make some mountains similar to this one, so we're going to make them using blocks. So first off, please hit the like button, that would be cool, and well, I think we'll build it over here. So I've made room, I've moved some trees, I had a lot of trees over here, so I'm going to make it here. So let's get a start on, Alright, so first off, spawn in the block, or the part, and then put it where I need it for now. Alright, now open the properties, and then you want to change the block into a pyramid. There it is. So turn that into a pyramid, and then we want to make that bigger. So I like using triangles and like shaped triangles because you can do quite a bit with them. And so I'm going to just resize that to a pyramid shape, of course, large pyramid, and then bring it up longer. That'll do. Alright, now I want to change the style of it. So the material, I want to change that to grass, so just check out ground. So I got grass, and then change colour when that buffs up. Alright, so how's that? So there, that's the first one. So now I want to duplicate that. Yes, I do a lot of duplicating in my videos, but you do. And then I want to just move it out of frame a little bit, and maybe give it a little bit of rotation. Not too much, that's 45, but that's alright, that can be the odd one out. But what I also want to do is make it a different size maybe. So just bring it in a bit, so it's a little bit lower than the other one, and then get that one behind it, duplicate that. So I got both of them now by holding Control and then clicking on the opposite one of the one. So now I've got both of them. So I want to duplicate those and then basically repeat and do the same thing. And then, but with the ones in the background, I'm going to bring them bigger, make them higher, so, and bigger. So as you can see, it sort of looks a bit in shape, so you might want to grab one and then maybe move it around a little. Cool, I think that looks good. And then grab those two little ones again, got them, and duplicate those, and then I reckon rotate them and then move so they go around the track, sort of. So I might want to move some more trees, or I could just go around the trees as well. So that depends on what you like. So that's alright, that creates like a valley there, so that's cool, I'm happy with that. And then same on the other side, I might want to bring those down, like you might want to make them a different size so they don't look so obvious, maybe, or maybe you want to go bigger, but I'll go smaller, bring them in a bit actually, and then maybe move that. No, the tree's happy where it is. Alright, so that'll do, and then we'll do the same with the other side. So they're a different colour to the other one, so I might adjust the colour a bit too, but I'll do that another time. Alright, so there we go, we've got hills. Okay, so now I'm going to grab all those, not all of them, okay, granted, not all, so let's grab that one and that one. Now these two, I want to do a snow cap, so keep that bright and bring it down to white, and then click OK. Now those two I want to make a bit smaller, so scale or copy, so I'll keep it on copy. So both of those should do the same thing. So I'll bring it in. Hang on, did that not duplicate? Okay, let's try that again. Now, I need to get those green ones out from behind it. Did I not duplicate? Okay, I'll duplicate now. And then bring those ones out to size. So those ones show through a bit. I'm experimenting here, so bear with me. I want to make them longer. There we go. So they're slightly longer. Now I want to bring that back in. There we go. Now we're getting it. Alright. So now I got those. Now those ones behind it. That one and that one. And I need to put them back to green. Alright, here we go. Okay, sort of snow-capped. But from a distance, it's not too bad. This one here needs to be made different, I think. So I'm thinking, what, smaller? We'll go smaller. And that one could probably go a bit smaller with one on top of this one to make the effect. But otherwise, now we've got that. So basically now I want to basically grab a tree, duplicate that. Right? So I just grouped it because it wasn't grouped, but now that it's grouped I can click on one piece and highlight all, otherwise I can't. So to save time, group them, and then you basically want to litter that with trees. Duplicate and just keep going with trees until you get high enough. And then you can start doing white trees. If you check the, we'll have a look in a minute. If you check the parts and type tree, you got your trees already made, so you can use those ones. There's a Christmas tree and there's a pine tree. I've made my own tree, but you can also get the trees from the menu button. So, but I want to use my own trees, so I'm basically just going to keep repeating the copy and just move them to where I want them so they're different. And you literally want to litter those with trees, and to the point where it doesn't look too bad. So I've got the cloud for effect, I've got the clouds. So with that, what you want to do is get a part. So I'll duplicate that one, and then I'll turn that into an oval, and then reshape it, make it a bit more out of shape, if you know what I mean. Looks more like a UFO. And then duplicate. I should have changed the colour to it. So what you want to do is just turn the transparency down a bit and then put it to a white. And you might want to change the texture too. So that would be a plastic, I think. Plastic, there, plastic. No, it's plaster, sorry. My bad. So, okay, we got pebbles. Plastic. There, plastic. My eyes are deceiving me. Alright, so now, just repeat. A lot of different, and then again, and that puts a shade over the hills, and I guess it looks like clouds. So now it's got shade over the hills, probably a bit too much over the land, but I can move that and get the sun shining back on there. So let's do that. And then I'm going to have to make it a bit smaller, copy. Okay, so now we've got the effect of clouds. So basically that casts a shadow, and then just concentrate on littering that mountain with trees, because the more trees you put on it, the more it looks like a mountain. At the moment it looks like a bit of a mess with triangles everywhere, but if you actually spend the time and put a whole lot of trees all over it, you can make it look a bit better. But that's a basic idea of how I did my mountain range. But with my one, I've put a cave in there, as you can see. If I get back there we go. So basically you just drive through the underneath the mountain range. So that's pretty cool. I like that. But that goes to the end, and actually that doesn't look too bad. So with the shadow on it, it starts looking a lot better. So there you go, that's how I did my mountain range. As I said, I'll make a video on how to use a mesh. So if you give this a like, and make sure that you watch it, or share it, make sure you share it, that would be cool too. I'll definitely make that mesh one. So thank you for watching, and I hope this video helped.